Oh, hey everyone. Welcome to KindaTV, the home of Carmilla, with me, your host, your friendly neighborhood Natasha, and two of my favorite humans, Gwenlyn Cumyn and Knox, the creators, writers, producers, and stars of the new series, Barbelle, which is coming out on our channel next week. I am so excited to sit down and talk with you about the show. In your own words, can you tell the good folks who are watching what your show's about?
Your elevator pitch.
My elevator pitch is as follows. Barbelle is about two lesbian pop stars who are in love, or they were in love, and now they have to break up. And we start off the series with them telling their manager, like, sorry, this is it. Band's breaking up. We're breaking up. And the manager says, tough stuff.
Tough nuts.
Tough nuts.
So I love this series because it's about two exes working together and how you navigate that, especially when you're navigating fame and you have to keep up appearances as a couple. You two are very close friends in real life, or creative partners in real life. So was it odd playing exes, or was it difficult to like get into that headspace?
It was easier shooting the parts where we were broken up than the lovey-dovey parts. Or it just took a little bit to get used to. Do you remember the first time?
There's a difference of opinions here. Right?
We've kissed probably plenty of times, but the first time that we had to make out in the first episode, I mean, you remember?
You teasing me so much.
It was just one of the takes where
oh my
Karen—
God, never tell this story ever again.
Karen did like all kinds of moaning.
Oh
like,
my
into
God!
My mouth.
This is the good stuff.
I had to work so hard and just like breathe in order to not crack up. And then after our director Kelly yelled, "Cut!"
I just like every time we've told this story so many times now. Like I'm so embarrassed by this story.
Kelly yelled, "Cut!" And Karen was like, "That was the one. That was the one. I felt it." And I was like, I can't with this. I can't believe you're airing my dirty laundry, like literal dirty laundry.
So you mentioned Kelly, and for those who don't know, Kelly Powley is your director, and you not only had a female director, but you had a female cinematographer, female producers, so many women on the crew. So tell me, why was it so important for you to have such girl power both on and off screen?
Cinema was only born like 100 years ago. So it's been dominated by male directors, male cinematographers, and male writers for like basically its entire existence. Television and film have been dominated by men since its birth. So I think now we're coming into an era where there's a possibility for women to be telling their own stories. And I think that because media has been ruled by men for so long, that our relationship to female sexuality, female identity, like essentially just like what it means to be a woman has become really skewed by men's interpretation of that.
Right, yeah.
Like I feel like now I have really good like lady-dar when I'm watching like film and TV. And when I'm watching something, I'm like, yep, I was like, that's a female cinematographer, that's a female director, that's a female writer. Just because I see myself reflected back in a truthful, interesting way.
Because of the show that we were making, it was important to have women in those key creative positions, but also just in general. I mean, we've been on a lot of sets, and that that boys club is something that would just be nice to not have to deal with on our own projects.
Like no one got called sweetheart once on the whole filming of the show, and it was so nice.
Oh, so nice.
It was so nice.
It was nice. I can attest to that because you guys kindly gave a little character to this lady.
Kindly,
here.
we're so nice. Lucky to have you.
Thank you. You can catch me on episode 9 if you're interested. But yeah, it was so fun. It was such a fun set to be on. And then I also really love that the show is funny, and so sometimes the humor is even like really absurdist. But on top of that, you guys also touch on some darker themes. I noticed some themes of substance abuse and eating disorders, and I was just wondering if you wanted to shed some more light on that.
Yeah, for sure. So one of the characters in the show, the character that I play, Veronica, has an eating disorder. And it was important for both of us as artists to explore darker themes in the show And I think specifically for me, this topic of an eating disorder, because I have had one for the past decade of my life. I've struggled with a combination of bulimia and OSFED, which stands for otherwise specified feeding or eating disorder, for those of you who don't know. So the reason why we wanted to include that was because people who are in the entertainment business are put under such scrutiny and such pressure to look a certain way. I mean, the unrealistic beauty standards that are like so apparent like all the time for all of us are really difficult and can lead to some serious mental health issues, anxiety, body dysmorphia, eating disorders. So I think that that was another aspect of the kind of fame idea that we're looking at in the series that can have a really detrimental effect on people who are in that business. And it's something that I wish was different about the business. I think that our idea of what is beautiful has become very narrow, and I would love to broaden that. And I want to be one of the people that helps figure out what other ideas of beauty mean.
Yeah, I love that answer, and thank you for sharing.
Yeah, of course.
Your own story and your own
Absolutely.
bravery as well, because that's like not an easy thing to talk about, and I think that viewers watching the show will really resonate with that. It's so great that you're able to speak about that.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's important not to adhere to the culture of shame about eating disorders. I think a lot of people are very private about them because they can be embarrassing. But it's important to know that you're not alone, and that there are people out there who are struggling all the time, and that there's just there is help to be gotten, and there is support to be had. You just gotta look for it.
Yeah, well said. Thank you so much for your incredibly thoughtful answers. You can check out the trailer for Barbelle right here on KindaTV. It dropped on Monday, so check that out if you haven't seen it yet. And the first 4 episodes drop next week, Monday, November 13th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Can't wait for the world to see this amazing show. So make sure that you are subscribed so that you can check it out as soon as it drops. Get them notifications. And until then, keep it kind of classy. This is like a thing I do at the end of every video.
Oh, I love that.
Keep it kind of classy. Just a little bit.